Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy XIV on the PC. Time has come, as it has come in the past and will come in the future, to start another expansion. We are going to start Stormblood this time, which encompasses the levels 60 through 70. My scholar's already 62, so we're a little bit ahead of the curve. Not a great deal. My dancer, I think, is 61, close to 62. And my astrologian is 59. So he's almost caught up. And I guess those are like my main three jobs, even though two of them are healers. Beyond the Great Wall.
The question is, how will the Empire respond to the disappearance of Omega and the Primal? Oh, I didn't see you there. Forgive me. Word from Baelsar's wall is proving long in the coming, and my mind cannot help but stray to grim places.
Alphino, a message from the Alliance.
It's about time. Pray summon the others at once.
Yes, sir.
General Uldin reports that his forces have secured the breach in Baelsar's wall.
And what of the Primal and Omega?
There is still no sign of either at this time. He writes that they will begin a more thorough investigation shortly. And, as expected, he wishes to petition the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
As expected.
The Alliance's decision to capture a part of Baelsar's wall is open to interpretation.
The wall serves to demarcate Imperial territory, Alamigo included, from the rest of Eorzea. To an observer, the Alliance's actions could be seen as a prelude to invasion.
Indeed. And the Alliance leaders have no wish to be branded invaders.
You're saying they won't fight for Alamigo? Even after everything that's happened?
Not without the consent of her people, no. Make no mistake, Lys. The Alliance is in complete agreement that the Empire must be purged from Eorzea. However, they will not set foot in Gyr Abania until they have formally secured the consent and cooperation of the Alamigan opposition.
They would have us act as intermediaries.
Precisely. The Scions are uniquely qualified to serve in this capacity. That is to say, Lys's, given her personal connection to the Resistance. Who better than you to broker an agreement between the Alliance and the people of Alamigo? Assuming you are willing, of course.
Of course I am. You know I'd like nothing more.
As for who should accompany you on said diplomatic mission, I had a mind to volunteer myself.
Well, that covers the talking part. But you just know there'll be trouble along the way. Are you available?
As if you have to ask. All you have to do is tell me what to do. That's my life.
Thanks. It means a lot knowing you'll be there.
I too shall accompany you. Such endeavors are seldom hampered by a surfeit of healers.
Good point. Allow me to offer my services as well. I have spent quite enough time here of late, so I'll be coming, but we will need someone to keep an eye on things. I trust you have no objections?
None, my lady. Gladly shall I continue to serve as caretaker of the Waking Sands, and there keep watch for signs of primal and Ascian activity both.
As capable as my learned friend undoubtedly is, there are some troubles that may prove too much for a single scion, on account of which I mean to stay.
It is settled then. Let us each see to our preparations. Ready, my friend? Well then. Tataru, I leave the rising stones in your capable hands.
Don't worry, Alphino. I'll see that the place is still standing when you come back.
Mistress Y'shtola has unfolded all. You are bound for ABANIA?
Aye. The Alliance would have us make contact with the Alamegan resistance as soon as possible.
It begins then. As soon it shall in Doma, if the gods are good. 'Tis but a pity it must be now. I am sorry that we shall not be present to fight beside you in the battles to come.
You have stood with us countless times, Lady Yugiri. Pray do not apologize.
Then let us thank you instead. You and yours stood with us from the first, when we came to this land as refugees in search of sanctuary. Loath am I to think what might have become of my people, had you not extended to us the hand of friendship. We will never forget. This I solemnly swear.
Much has changed since first you set foot on these shores. Revenant Toll stands as a testament to that. I'm sure your people will manage in your absence.
Indeed. They have built a new home for themselves and no longer need me to shepherd them. The time has come for Kozetsu and I to return to our master, to our home.
I know how you feel. It's time I went home too.
Though our battlefields be 1,000 mounds apart, our purpose is one. That all men hearken to the clarion call of freedom, of liberation, from Eorzea to the far east, that they may rise up and cast down the curse of Garlemald.
Take care, you hear me? When all of this is over, we're going to celebrate, together. Just you wait.
I should like that very much. Fare you well.
Thousand moons apart, yet united in purpose. Let us pray both our endeavors meet with success. Shall we then? Wait, not just yet. I knew I'd forgotten something important. Lise, could you come with me? Me? What? Now? Alright then, if you insist. Another new outfit. Tataru's just cranking them out. Damn. What do you think? As you can see, I designed it to be light and loose, an outfit tailor-made to the needs of a skilled fighter like Lise. Your work never ceases to impress. Much more of this, and I may have to stop introducing you as the Scion's receptionist and start referring to you as our preeminent seamstress. It's lovely, Tataru. Thank you. I feel like I could take on a legion. I'm glad you like it, and with that, I'll delay you no longer. Safe travels. Then onward to ABANIA. Our first stop will be at Amarysse's Spire, in the East Shroud. East Shroud it is. All are present and accounted for. When you are ready, my friend, pray inform the officer that we wish to proceed into ABANIA. Oh, I'm ready. Scions of the 7th Dawn. We were told to expect you. Shall I summon someone to escort you to the wall? Let's do it.
I remember crossing the border, standing in ABANIA once more. Me and my fellow scions, the warrior of light among us. Behind us, Baelsar's wall cutting the land in two. Freedom on one side, tyranny on the other. Tyranny and the promise of a new beginning. But one that could only be bought with flames and blood.
Stormblood. It sounds like a generic game title that they would use on like a sitcom or something. Like, oh, did you play Stormblood 3? Oh! But okay. Raban. Greetings, Scions. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, I welcome you to Castrum Oriens. Thank you, General. We were relieved to hear that your forces secured the wall without incident. Have the Imperials made any attempt to retake the castrum since then? None. Save for a few skirmishes between our scouts and their patrols, we've had barely any contact with them. But we all know it's only a matter of time before things escalate. As if attacking Baelsar's wall weren't enough, Ilberd summoned a primal right on their doorstep, and Garlemald does not like to let such shows of defiance go unanswered. It was a declaration of war, even if it was not Ilberd's to make, and now we are bound by it, for weal or for woe. The Scions stand ready to serve, General. What would you ask of us? As stated in my message, the Alliance will not proceed without the support and cooperation of the Alamegan people. We would have you serve as our emissaries and make contact with the Resistance. Consider it done, General. We won't let you down, I swear. And I'll leave you to it. Godspeed. Ha! Of all the Castra in all the world, you walk into mine. Master Garland, what brings you here? A certain missing elegant weapon in Draconic Primal. Omega and Shinryu, I think the shinobi called it. Anyway, we've been studying their trail of destruction, hoping it might lead us somewhere, which it has singularly failed to do. And 'tis like Omega fell to Earth in occupied territory, meaning it may already be in Imperial hands. Even so, it bears repeating that we engaged the stasis system. Assuming the command was received and executed successfully, the weapon will be of no use to them. Assuming. We should hurry up and find it regardless. All the more reason to reach out to the Resistance. If we want to press on into ABANIA, we'll need their blessing. Everyone's counting on us. Let's not waste any more time talking. Oh, I think we're going to be wasting plenty of time talking. If I know my Final Fantasy XIV. There you go. First Stormblood quest. Done. Lys takes the lead. As you've probably heard, there are plenty of factions in the Resistance, so I'm taking us to see the one with the most influence. Their headquarters are located in a place called RHALGR'S Reach, an old temple to the east of here across the Veladina River. I learned a route that should allow us to avoid Imperial patrols. Stick with me and we'll be there before you know it. So, everyone sticks with her except for me. 334,000 XP per quest here. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Can't fly. Slow mount speed. Not so good, but we're used to that now. Still with me? Good. From here, we'll head northeast towards the river. The water's not too deep, so we won't have to swim. They all leave old Mangg behind. He's a rotten bastard. They want nothing to do with him. Alright, we have giant fucking wasps. Gazelle hawks. Yeah. They don't kill tarantulas. They're not tarantula hawks. They're gazelle hawks. Wonderful. Alright, not the most visually stunning location to start us out. A lot of brown rocks, so that's a little disappointing. I don't see any soldiers. Good, let's cross. You're wondering about the tower to the south. It's part of Castellum Veladina. That's what the Imperials decided to call the old bridge after they fortified it. I call it a great big eyesore. Honestly, you can see that rotten banner from absolutely miles away. They never miss a chance to rub our noses in it, do they? Come on, we should keep moving. Yep, not too visually impressive. And now we have giant spiders. Wonderful. Look at the size of it. My God. Almost there, man. Almost there. We're here. On the other side of this pass is RHALGR'S Reach. So you say, but all I see are rocks. I presume there is some sort of trick to this. Indeed. A glamour. Good eye, Y'shtola. I take it they have a talented mage in their ranks, or mayhap an artificer trained in the modification of glamour prisms. Something like that. The important thing is that it fools the Garleans. Oh, before we go in, I don't know if Tataru told you, but my friend Nago, the messenger who came to the Rising Stones, is a member of this faction. So they know us, and they shouldn't attack us on sight. That said, they can be a bit jumpy, so let me lead the way, and don't go reaching for your weapons or anything. All I've got is a book. And with a sprinkle of demasking dust, all is laid bare. Okay. I mean, do they appreciate you demasking their shit like that?
I remember the old stories. How the Breaker of Worlds came down from on high and cleft the earth with a single blow. RHALGR'S Reach, a holy place and a fitting home for the resistance, for the brave and the true, the loyal sons and daughters of Alamigo. They were waiting for us there, men and women whose souls still cried out for what was lost, for what could be ours again.
RHALGR, motherfucker. The best god. You'll forgive us our precautions, but we couldn't be sure who had crossed the barrier. We see you now for who you are, though. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Promise of a new beginning. Now, I know you would not have come all this way unless you had something important to discuss, and I'm eager to hear what it is you have to say. But let's not do this on our doorstep, eh? Come with me. Alrighty, let's grab this aetheryte. Let's tan one in on the dancer. Get a little XP bump.
Allow me to welcome you once more to RHALGR'S Reach, our humble headquarters. My name is Conrad Kemp,
and I have the dubious honor of overseeing operations here.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Master Kemp. I am Alphino Leveilleur of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, as are my comrades. Before I speak of our purpose here, pray allow me to thank you for sheltering Ida, forgive me, Lys, and Papalymo at great risk to yourselves.
No, there's no need for that. They risked their necks for us enough times. 'Twas the least we could do.
I wanted to, I mean, about the mask and...
Don't fret over that. You're not the first person to take up arms against the Empire under a false name. We'd do the same if we had any sense. My condolences for your loss, child.
Papalymo laid down his life to save us, to give us a chance to make a better future for ourselves. There will never be a better time to drive the Garleans from our lands. But we have to take the lead on this. We can't leave it to fanatics like Ilberd.
More than a few of our people were taken in by his promises. Followed him all the way to the wall. Good men and women who never came back. When Monargo told us what had happened, how the bastard had made sacrifices of them for his twisted ritual, by RHALGR it filled me with an unholy fury. But what's done is done. Best we can do now is see that it wasn't all in vain.
That is why we are here today, sir, to see that some good comes of this tragedy. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, we do hereby extend a formal offer of military assistance to the Alamegan resistance.
Do you now? Well, go on then. I'm sure there's more to it than that. So that's the way of it, eh? The Alliance, hoping to avoid a direct confrontation with the superior forces of the Empire, wishes to engage them by proxy with our vastly inferior ones. My comrades and I must confer on your proposal. A moment, if you please.
Of course, Master Kemp. Take all the time you require.
He didn't sound too enthused about it. Alright. A haven for the bold. So, it would seem we find ourselves with a surfeit of free time. Ah, forgive me. You are free to look around RHALGR'S reach. In fact, I would encourage you to do so. It will give you a better grasp of our current circumstances. Thank you, Master Kemp. I believe we will do just that. Let us make the most of this opportunity and assess the Resistance's capabilities. Free to poke our noses wheresoever we will, eh? I like the sound of that. Well, I already know this place inside out. I can show you around if you like, Mangg. Nah. Great, let's get started. Alright, we get the tour again. I'll bet you think the Resistance is mostly made up of Alamegan Highlanders like me, but the truth is that we don't even account for half. We've got Hell's Guard from all the way over by the Spine in here, and plenty of Seekers of the Sun like Nago. There's even some Beast Men. Well, Beast Women, I suppose, like that one over there. She's an Ananta. They've been with us for a while now. Well, one of the smaller factions has. The rest won't have anything to do with us. We're no different from the Garleans to them. They keep to themselves, spending all their time crafting. Ananta makes the most amazing jewelry, by the way. They use magics to twist metals and crystal into shapes you wouldn't believe. It's a pity people hardly ever get to see their work, but then most don't even know they exist. That's enough about them anyway. Let's take a closer look at the statue of RHALGR, shall we? Beast women, huh? Yeah, RHALGR. Pretty awe-inspiring, isn't it? The Breaker of Worlds, who guided our ancestors to these lands all those centuries ago. Ida used to tell me the story on stormy nights. She wanted me to understand, to remember. At the end of the 5th Astral Era, when the waters rose higher and higher, people all across Eorzea beseeched the heavens for a sign. And lo, a burning star appeared in the eastern sky, and led the way to these mountains of ABANIA. They who were saved by his grace pledged to honor and revere him, to devote themselves to great works without and within. A storm of blood approaches fast. Hells open, heavens weep, for no one soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach. That last part was inscribed on this stone by a monk of the Fist of RHALGR. Ida explained it to me. A day will come bringing strife and sorrow that none may escape. Waste not these precious hours, but in quiet preparation make strong the body and mind. I don't know if that storm of blood is finally upon us, but if it is, I have to believe that everything we've been through, everything that has led us to this point, will see us through in the end. Sorry. That was all a bit melodramatic, wasn't it? Let's keep moving, shall we? Off to the infirmary. Oh, I think the storm of blood is upon us. I won't tell you how I know, though. This is the infirmary, as you can probably tell. Here's where the resistance healers patch up the wounded and tend to the sick. No matter how carefully we planned our operations, casualties were inevitable. It's a sad thing to think about, but it's also important to remember the cost, as Conrad would say. We should go. I'll show you the Aetheryte Plaza next. I've already been there, no. When you've seen one Aetheryte, you've seen them all, right? Not quite. This one's an older design dating back decades to when the Fist of RHALGR was still here. It may look a little different, but it works just as well as any other. I'll show you where the Sutlers are next, but don't forget to attune to the Aetheryte before we go. Yeah, I've been playing the game for like 60 levels. I know as soon as I see Aetheryte. I'm on that shit. You don't have to remind me. Arms, armor, potions, you name it, these folks have got it. The Resistance would be in a bad way without brave merchants to keep it provisioned. If you're short on anything or you need something repaired, these are the people to speak to. Oh, Alphino and Alize are here. Why don't we see how they're getting on? Alright, we got 255 gear. I mean, it's all useless to me. I don't really have any of these classes. I mean, I have a gunbreaker, but I think he already has better gear. No, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't. Fine. A bargain struck. Come to take the measure of our friendly neighborhood merchants. They're a bold lot, that much is plain. If the Imperials found out they were peddling their wares to the Resistance, they would be lucky to escape with their lives. It is a gamble, aye, and I admire their courage, but their motives could hardly be said to be altruistic. Ah, here you are. I've been looking all over for you. We've finished discussing your proposal, and we're ready to receive you all back at the tent. I've sent someone to fetch Y'shtola and Kryl, so if you'd like to follow me.
Thank you all for waiting. We have reached a consensus. I, Conrad Kemp, do hereby accept the Eorzean Alliance's proposal. You must understand, however, that our cooperation comes with certain caveats.
Those caveats being...
I take no joy in this, just so you know. Were it within my power, I'd offer you more assistance. But the Resistance is far more fragmented than you realize. The men and women in my care belong to but one of many factions. Simply put, I can only speak for the people of RHALGR'S Reach. Now, I have every intention of appealing to the others, and I expect many will agree. But it will take time, and I cannot guarantee universal support.
Understood. I shall see that the Alliance is under no misapprehensions as to your position.
Much obliged. But that's not the whole of it. As you can imagine, the loss of those who cast their lot with the Griffin left us short on numbers. Some of our most trusted veterans died at the wall, and we've had to fill their posts with the young and inexperienced. Frankly, everything's in a right bloody mess.
Oh, we'd be more than happy to help you get back on your feet. If we're going to work together, we'll be doing ourselves a favor.
Well, there's no shortage of work to be done, that's for sure. We're in dire need of new blood, too.
Y'shtola and I could lend a hand in the infirmary. From what I saw, they could do with a few more healers.
Very well. I, for my part, shall return to the Rising Stones. I'm certain there are others among the Scions who would welcome the opportunity to fight for Alamegan liberation.
Is there anything else we can do to help?
I had something else in mind for you lot. Monargo and Mefrid will tell you more.
Understood. We won't let you down.
Right then, Monargo and Mefrid are to be our keepers. Knowing naught of what you require, what they require, one task is as good as the other. Make your choice, Mangg. We're burning through these levels, these quests, getting some XP. I think I have 270 for all this shit, so it doesn't matter. Take this. That doesn't clutter up my inventory, at least. Alright, Ether Compass, of course. Alright, Dancer hits 62. We learned Devilment. Increases critical hit rate and direct hit rate by 20% for 20 seconds. And your dance partner gets it as well. God damn. That's a good one. Every 2 minutes, you're going to be popping that shit off. But alright, I just wanted to hit 62. Alright, so we can choose. I assume we have to do both. but we have a burly guy with like dreadlocks or a cute cat girl. Before we begin, I'd like to thank you and the Scions again for patching me up after I bled all over your floor. I owe you my life, and I won't forget that. Furthermore, it was rude of me to run off without saying a word. It's all well and good me claiming my duties here couldn't wait, but a parting thank you was the very least you deserved. My apologies. Nod. And thank you. Now, to business. Commander Kemp's entrusted me with a formal reply to be hand-delivered to the Alliance leadership. It covers everything we discussed, as well as detailing the disposition of our forces. What I need is an escort, 1 or 2 men at most, so we can make it to the wall swiftly and without attracting undue attention. Very well. I shall join you in this. General Alden commands the forces at Castromorians. It should be simple enough to see it into his hands. Great. That's just what I wanted to hear. When you're ready to depart, meet me at the pass leading out of the Reach. Alright. Yeah, I know. We'll hand in quests now as Scholar, but since there's going to be combat, might as well dance. That's how you win battles. I've seen it. I've seen it in movies. Got everything you need? Good. Now let us be off. Yeah, I mean, it just looks like Thanalan. It's a high-level Thanalan. I definitely expected a bit more from the second expansion. That's why I thought, like, if we were gonna go to Doma, that would be cool. Because then, you know, you just basically... You go to Japan, or, you know, like a mystical Japan. That's always cool to see. Quiet. Hear that? That was a ceruleum engine backfiring. Imperials. Gods, you have preternatural senses. I didn't hear a thing. When you grow up hunting in these lands, you learn to discern the sounds that can mean life and death, be they of a predator or a patrol. From what I'm hearing, we have a 7-man patrol augmented with a single Magitech armor. Wide search pattern. Divided into 3 teams. I don't think they know we're here. It's risky, but we should split up and try to take them all by surprise at the same time. We don't want them calling reinforcements. 3 teams, 3 of us. Nothing for it then. Where are they? Head north. You should see them long before they see you. I'll deal with the ones to the south. The armor should be just to the west. Mangg's best equipped to deal with that. We attack in 5. That should be enough time to get into position. Rendezvous on the west bank after. Any questions? No? Then good luck. Alright, I like this chick. She's not giving me bitch work to do. No, we're not doing that. No giant spiders. Oh god, it's creepy. Alright. Surveying. Alright, let's dance. Pop. 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 Dead. Couldn't handle the dance. Alright, all wrapped it up. It looks like everything went to plan. Not that I'm surprised. The 3 soldiers I faced didn't put up much of a fight. Most of the Imperials we get out here are conscripts from other provinces with little training and even less conviction. It's grim work, killing men and women like that, but don't doubt that they'd do the same to you if the roles were reversed. And don't you dare pity a man in armor. Conscript or no, a soldier piloting one of those can kill a dozen good men in the blink of an eye. Not that I need to tell you that, after what happened at the wall. Yep. Signed, sealed, to be delivered. Right, I believe we've rested long enough. We should resume our journey before someone notices their missing patrol. I feel like if you came in here at 60, you'd like already be 61. Throw the present. Throw the present. No, don't do that. Throw the present. Pa! We're clear. Only Alliance patrols ahead. You said the forces at Castrum Oriens were under the command of Flame General Rauban al-Din, did you not? By RHALGR, the bull of Al Amigo himself. I never dreamed I'd have a chance to meet the legend. Yeah, I kicked his ass. I kicked his ass with dance moves. Oh, so slow. Oh, God.
It is good to see you again, my friends. I hope you are here to tell me you have made contact with the Resistance.
We are, General. Allow me to introduce Mangg of RHALGR'S Reach.
At your service, sir. And may I say what an absolute honor it is to stand before the Bull of Al Amigo.
These are not the blood sands, girl. You and I are but soldiers on a battlefield fighting for the same cause.
As you say, General. On behalf of Commander Kemp of the Alamegan Resistance, I present to you our formal response.
Good. I'm glad we've reached an accord. Though I was not aware you had suffered such losses.
Aye. Some of our finest took part in the Griffin's doomed assault, and we've been struggling to find new recruits ever since. The massacres cast a pall over the whole Resistance, and many who might once have been open to joining us have since thought better of it.
After all of the Griffin's false promises, one can hardly blame them. They have no desire to give their lives for a lost cause.
We will not lie to them. This is war, and lives will be lost. Yet what we offer is not the fever dream of a madman, but true hope.
The people need proof of this, Father. Let us show it to them. I say we stand shoulder to shoulder with our new allies and engage the Garleans in open warfare. The Resistance must demonstrate that they can hold their own against Imperial regulars. And with our assistance, I am confident they can do just that. If we can achieve even a token victory, I believe it will serve to rekindle the hope of the Alamegan people and inspire them to rise up once more.
Aye. Once word spread that we'd won a battle against the Garleans, I'd wager we'd have new recruits flocking to us from malms around. The question is, when and where do we strike?
I'm glad you asked. I have a plan.
Our scouts recently informed me of an interesting development at Castellum Veladina, namely the arrival of a shipment rumored to have come from the research and development facilities near the capital, containing prototype Magitech armor. It is our assessment that this armor is to be field tested here, most likely against Alliance forces, mayhap before the day is out. Damn it all, more Magitech weapons? That's the last thing we need. Your concern is not unwarranted, but we needn't despair just yet. The shipment is thought to have contained a single heavy unit and 1 or 2 support units. With a well-laid ambush, we are confident we can destroy them all, hindering their development and delaying further development. That's probably not what he said. And should we carry this out as a joint endeavor with the Resistance, they will have their rallying cry. It would mean dropping all pretense about the Alliance not wanting to go to war with the Empire, but you'd have a lot more folk willing to stand up and fight if they knew they weren't alone. And you were going to have to do it eventually anyway. Exactly. And so what I propose is simple. We harry their patrols to bait them into bringing their prototype weapons to East End, where our Resistance allies will take them from behind. Simple indeed, and well within our capabilities. I see no reason to delay, especially if a field test is imminent. What say you? Assuming the Vice Marshal's intelligence is accurate, I agree with his assessment and fully support his plan. I shall notify my comrades at once. Understood. I shall have one of my men bring you the details of the plan, anon. And we, for our part, will be fighting with the Alliance, yes? I somehow doubt you were intending to sit this one out. Sure. I ain't sitting nothing out. Best served with cold steel. We've been careful to avoid needless shows of force this side of the wall, but that's all about to change. And when it does, you may be sure they'll send their new toys out to entertain us. I would ask you to participate in this operation, but from that look I see it is a foregone conclusion. My thanks. Per Pippin's plan, we need to turn East End into an Imperial graveyard. You're a dab hand at this, and I'd be a fool not to use you. Head to this spot on your map. Right here, aye. A patrol should be along shortly. Deal with them, then rendezvous with the rest of us at this location. Go well, Mangg. Yep, I'm a butcher. There's no doubt about it. We'll show the Garleans the power of dance. And 1 and 2. And here we go. Oh, we got a tree. Got a tree involved. That's alright. That's alright. We're level 62. We're powerful. Best goddamn dancer in the world. Can handle this. Okay. The patrol consisted of 2 men. That's not too bad. This tree is tougher than any of them. God damn, this tree. Alright. Yeah, you know, I like the dancer. Definitely liking the dancer, and we're sticking with it because it's already like a good level. But you know, I like the red mage too, and I'd like to get the red mage up there, and I like the machinist. I'd like to get the machinist up here, and you know, I wouldn't mind having like a ninja at this level. And it's just, you want everything, but that takes a lot of time. And mostly I've just been forging ahead with the story. Just because I want to be, you know, I want to be caught up. The story is the most interesting part until you're like doing like current PvE content. So we want to get to that point. I want to see what the story has to offer. So eventually we'll really level things in force. All went to plan then. Good. Our scouts report that a unit escorting the prototype weapons has left Castellum Veladina. The resistance is already in position, so we have but to wait for our guests to arrive. Let's do it.
Things looked grim for us after Cartano, didn't they? Oh, how they doubted us. Yet here we are, right as rain, with fancy new toys to put through their paces. It's like all my name days have come at once!
This fucking guy.
Well, 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 if it isn't Garland's little troublemaker. I can't wait to see the look on Xenos' face when I bring him your head. That is, if my secret weapons here don't grind it into mush. Attack!
Shit, I cut it off. He said attack, if you were curious. Sometimes I just have trigger fingers. Itchy trigger fingers. Or should I say itchy dancing figures. Let's devilment it up.
Get after them, damn you!
Okay, these things have like 8 billion head points. That's annoying. I think these things are more my level. I mean, eventually I'll kill this thing, but we do like 1% per attack. So it'll be a little while. I mean, I'm looking at the text to see if they say anything different. But they don't. This is just one dude that I'm hammering. How can they be this strong? Maybe I should try killing one of these things, or just wait for these ads to come in. Maybe that's my job.
Now I've gotcha.
Hard to say. Maybe the prototype. No, the prototype doesn't really take much damage either. So I don't know. Man, it's just one of those long fights, I guess. I don't know why they do that. Doesn't really feel epic, you know, to just hammer away for 10 minutes. Feels actually kind of odd that these things would be that strong. This is just some guy as part of the 12th Legion. He's a fucking raid boss. He's almost done, though. Got him. All right. Move on to another one. Maybe we just kill this guy. Since he's important. Oh, here we go. More pals to play with. $11,000 damage. Devilman. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Ooh, doggy. I mean, I don't think I'm missing anything. I don't think there's like a special strategy. Okay, he's up to something.
You'll be weeping blood.
That doesn't sound good. Oh, Jesus. I'll just keep dancing, man. That's all I can do. None of the people on our team are close to dying. Everyone's just super powered, except for me. As usual, Mangg gets left in the dust. Think we got this guy pretty close. 5%. 4%. 3%. 2%. 1% dead. Okay, bring it on. Dance for all your asses.
Roar, Tizona! As a raging bull!
Okay, that sounds cool. Oh my god, it's just too much. Why do they do this? Why would they do this to me? This is longer than most trials. There we go. He who fights and runs. What the? Who in the hells are you lot? Prowl amigo, let none escape. Alright, I think we got it now. Oh, it's detonate. We will destroy it. We will definitely destroy it. That's a long detonation timer. We'll probably destroy it. Oh yeah, we got this. Wow. Wow.
Oh! Damn it all! Miracles of Magitech design, my arse! I've passed harder stools than these piles of scrap. You'll pay for this. Mark my words, the next time we meet will be the last.
Aye, run and tell your Viceroy. The day belongs to El Amigo! Yeah!
Yeah!
Well done, all of you. I'd call this operation a resounding success. Can't say I'm surprised. The Bull of Alamigo had an impressive military record before he went west, as I recall. Credit where it's due, Master Kemp. 'Twas Marshal Tarupin who made this plan, and all of you, Resistance and Alliance alike, who carried it out to perfection. Aye, that they did. Not a single casualty, for which I'm grateful beyond words. I've no doubt our comrades back at the Reach will feel the same. As will ours. It's been a pleasure, General. Until the next battle. Manago, I leave the Scions in your care. We We shall return to the castrum then. Mangg, Mistress Levelure, once more you have my thanks. As Master Kemp said, until the next battle. Nod. I had heard the stories, but to actually see you in action, I almost found myself pitying the Imperials. Seriously though, it was inspirational. Ah, but you must be tired of hearing that, eh? I'll keep it simple then. Thanks for the help out there. Okay, bunch of weapons I don't need, blah blah blah. That fill your hearts with pride. Well, there's no reason to remain here any longer. Let's get back to the Reach. Oh, Midgard Zormer. So majestic, but you can't fly. They have grounded the great dragon. It's despicable. You are meant to soar, my friend. You didn't have to take part in the operation, but you did. You went above and beyond what was asked of you, without hesitation, and for that we owe you a debt. Our victory may not count for much in practical terms, but its symbolic value can't be overstated. Alliance and Resistance fighters came together to face an Imperial unit equipped with Garlemald's newest weapons, and smashed them. The people will remember this day. Aye, that they will, for it marks the beginning of something far greater than any single victory. The beginning of a campaign by united Eorzea to drive the Garleans from our lands. Promises and platitudes mean naught without action, but the Alliance took the field and risked their lives for our cause. Huh, to think that the last time Gridanian troops trod this soil was more than a century ago, during the Autumn War, now is to defend against our invasion. Ours is a long and bloody history, to be sure, and it gives me heart to see that despite our acrimonious past, we can still come together for the sake of the future. Well said, Commander, which is why I intend to go from village to village and spread word of our victory and our new alliance. The people will flock to our banners. Just you wait and see. Mangg, Alisaie, I can't thank you enough for your assistance. Yep. Alrighty. Good stuff. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not too impressed with this area visually. But there will be other areas, probably more impressive. We must hold fast. My name is Mangg. Game watching has been Final Fantasy XIV. See you fine folks in the next part.